Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you all at the outset for giving me this opportunity to take part in this important seminar pertaining to the administration of present government. What are all the remedies to be effected to improve the revenue of the government as a whole is to be discussed here. The Karnataka's annual plan was recently fixed at 5,000 crores in a meeting which was headed by Honorable Chief Minister and presided over by Finance Minister and Deputy Chairman Planning Commission. In addition to the state's owned resources, the plan is financed by the market borrowings. Our mobilization of resources for financing the plan has been optimum. However, the market borrowings are determined by the Planning Commission. It is unfortunate to state that there is no proper formula set up for interstate allocation of the market borrowings. It has been our experience that the market borrowings allocated to us by the Planning Commission are inadequate. In the liberalized environment, the role of state government in setting up or running public sector industries is limited. We are taking steps to attract private investment in various sectors. Though we have made some efforts in this direction, due to continued recession, the response has not been good. We are committed to social justice and welfare of the downtrodden. We are going to introduce a scheme for early detection and intervention of disability in preschool going children from this year. The facilities provided in special schools for deaf and dumb students will be improved. Though several programs are launched to improve the standard of life in rural areas, still remains to be done. Our programs are oriented not only to upgrade infrastructure and civic amenities but also to generate employment and create assets. Special program has been launched to take care of supply of drinking water to rural areas. Also, efforts have been initiated to provide sanitation, street lights, tar roads, telephone facilities, which are very essential at least within 6-month period to rural areas. Here, I would like to make a point regarding the calculation of the number of people below poverty line. The present methodology followed by the Planning Commission has resulted in Karnataka being shown as having lesser number of families below poverty line. All of us are aware that education is the key to progress. I am happy to state that our government has taken very positive steps towards this. Also, I am happy to announce that the government will take steps to initiate a program of computerization of block education officers in a phased manner. I write to state that already we have started 20 new regular schools in rural areas and 5 residential schools for minorities. These numbers are in addition to the schools sanctioned by the social welfare and backward classes departments. These schools will be provided with buildings, well equipped hostel and laboratory facilities. We have also made provision for this in the budget. I am happy to say that we are strengthening the health system through computerization of all hospitals during this year. Steps have already been taken to reduce the overhead expenditure of the hospitals. We are also contributing financial support to poor patients from Medical Relief Fund. While discussing on irrigation in Karnataka, we have taken adequate steps to protect our share of river water rights. For this, we have kept aside sufficient funds to create infrastructure for the utilization of the water. It is also proposed to implement new irrigation projects in Kodagu areas. Coming to the power sector, we have been trying to make our all out efforts to improve the power situation in the state. We are aware of the need to meet the growing demand of the power and also for improved quality of service to the consumers. There is a dire need for a comprehensive review of all aspects of power sector. Having regard to this, we have approved the reform bill. Industrialization in the state has been our first priority since very long time. Our efforts to attract new industrialists to our state have been appreciated all over the country. Special attention is given for development of handloom sectors. Dear customer, we have pleasure in introducing ourselves as one of the leading manufacturers of table fans, ceiling fans, exhaust fans, air circulating fans, pedestal fans, and other connected electrical goods throughout the country for the past 50 years. These fans are being used right from small homes to big hospitals, hotels, railway station, bus station, airport, post offices, and in our regular work life. No doubt it is a part and parcel of our daily life. Our manufacturing units are situated at Bombay and Bangalore. At present, we are in the market for Ketan fans. While launching Ketan fan 3 decades ago, I had promised quality at all cost and that too at a reasonable price. I reaffirm it. We have been religiously upholding this cherished motto. After introducing Ketan Marathon ceiling fan last year, I have often asked why it is a costlier fan. I admit Ketan Marathon is a costlier fan because of its quality. It has more copper, more aluminium, and more stamping to give you more air at lesser power consumption. For example, it has 18 pole powerful motor against other fans having 14 or 16 pole motors. Similarly, its blades are wider to give you more breeze over a larger area. Our sales representative will be visiting all the places in Bangalore by exhibiting the functions of the different categories of fans. However, the summer has stepped early this year. It is the right time for all the customers to avail discount facility offered by our company. Further, I am happy to inform that credit facility is also extended and also free delivery will be made by our local dealers. Expense is a one time affair, but quality is forever. We assure you of our best services. Yours truly, Sales Manager for K.